So hello students, welcome to third session of module 3, 18MAT41. The third and last session of module 3 nalli, we will cover normal distribution. Share the screen. So this is, we will learn about normal distribution, how to solve problems of normal distribution. ಈಗ ಇದುವರೆಗೂ just a recap, x is between 3 and 5 ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ discrete values ಇದ್ರೆ we say probability x is 3 plus probability x equal to 4 plus probability x equal to 5 ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ whatever fx x random variable x follows probability distribution fx ಅಂದ್ರೆ probability that x is between 3 and 5 ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ integral 3 to 5 fx dx. fx is the probability density function. ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಮೈನಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಟು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ fx ನ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಏನ್ ಬರಬೇಕು 1 ಬರಬೇಕು. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ 1. ಫಾರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನಾವು ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ನ ಸಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕೇಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. For continuous case, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕೇಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ x is a continuous variable, so there is a fx is a curve. ಆ ಕರ್ವ್ ನ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಕರ್ವ್ 1 ಬರಬೇಕು. then it is only then it will be called a probability distribution function. ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು probability distribution function ಅಲ್ಲ. so area under the curve is minus infinity to plus infinity 1 ಇರಬೇಕು. it's ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ recap ಅಷ್ಟೇ. we will soon come to doing problems on normal distribution. ಈಗ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, ಈ ತರ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, it will have, so this is px is equal to between 3 and 5 is this area between 3 and 5. ಬಟ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, ಈ ತರ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, ಈ ತರ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 is the mean. mean ಹತ್ರ x, these are the values of x. x can take value 1, 2, 3, 4 or -1, -2, -3 and all values in between x can take. fx, this curve here, il ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋ curve, this is your fx. ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ fx, ಈ ತರ ಶೇಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಹೆಂಗಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is symmetric about this vertical line. y axis is symmetric. symmetric ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯೋ, ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯೋ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ 1 ಇದ್ರೆ ಈ ಹಾಫ್, ಈ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ಬೇಕು 0.1. ಸೊ 0 to infinity ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 0 to infinity ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 0.5 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಏನಾರ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಇದ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. 0 to infinity ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 0.5 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಫ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್. ಟೋಟಲ್ 1 ಇದ್ರೆ, ಟೋಟಲ್ 1 ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ 1 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರ ಹಾಫ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೂ ಫಾರ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್. ಯಾಕೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್. ಈ ಕಡೆ 0 ಇಂದ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯೋ 0 ಇಂದ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಅದೇ ಶೇಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ರೈಟ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್, ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರಲ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎವ್ರಿ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್. ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 2 parameters, mu and sigma, mean and standard deviation. Mu is the mean denoted by mu, standard deviation sigma is denoted by ಈ ತರ sigma. So first example, let x be a normal be a random variable with normal distribution whose mean is 70 and whose standard deviation is 5. ಹಿಂಗಿದ್ರೆ convert to standard normal ಯಾವುದು, what is the probability x is less than 80? ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಇದನ್ನ p x is less than 80 ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ x is your random variable with mean 70, standard deviation 5. ಹಿಂಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ it involves x the random variable x which is mean 70 and standard deviation 5. Now converting to standard normal ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. x is less than 80. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಎರಡು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದನು ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಏನು ಮೀನ್ ನ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀನ್ 70, ಸೊ -70 ಈ ಕಡೆ -70 ಈ ಕಡೆ, ಬೋತ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ 70. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ sigma that is standard deviation is 5, so both places we divide by 5. ಈಗ ಇದ್ದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ x minus mu by sigma, that is denoted by z. This is the standard normal variate. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 80 minus 70, that is 10 by 5, so 10 by 5 is 2, so probability z is less than 2. So ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, probability that x is less than 80 is this. Probability x is less than 80 is equal to probability standard normal variable is less than 2. ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಈಸಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಂದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ x is less than 80 is same as finding the probability that z is less than 2. Both these are same. We have converted from general normal variate to standard normal variate. Ivella, both these are equivalent. This is an important skill. So ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾಡೋಣ. Example 2, ಏನಪ್ಪ, x is normal random variable with mean 20 and standard deviation 10. Convert to standard normal this statement, probability that x is more than 12. The one tip I want to give you, always write this probability so that greater values on the right side. We are used to it. Number line hingidaga ella these what is to the right is more, what is to the left is less. So ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಈ ತರ ಬರೀರಿ, ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದನ್ ಏನ್ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದನ್ ಅದು ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬರೀರಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 12, ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮೋರ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬರೀರಿ, ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 12, mean is 20, standard deviation is 10. So we will do the same trick. ಎರಡು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದನೂ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಮೀನ್, ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯೂ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆನೂ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್, ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 12 minus 20 that is -8 by 10 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. x minus mu by sigma ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ this is the z, standard normal variate z. So we have to, that is minus 0.8, minus 8 by 10 is minus 0.8 hinge barutte. So probability z is greater than minus 0.8. So what we have done, this probability x is greater than 12 is same as probability that the standard normal variable z is greater than minus 0.8. ಇವೆರಡು equivalent, same. ಇದು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ same. Both these probabilities, p of this Probability of this is same as probability of what is in this bracket. So this is converting standard normal, converting from general normal variate to standard normal variate. ಪ್ರತಿ ಲೆಕ್ಕಗೂ ಅದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಇದನ್ನ, ಈ ಫಿಗರ್ ನೋಡಿ, this is the curve of standard normal variate. This is 0, this is 1. ಈ ಏರಿಯಾ ಈ ರೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು, this is denoted by phi of 1. Phi of 1 ಏನು, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ phi of a ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, phi of a ಸಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ a, ಇಲ್ಲಿ phi of 1 ಇದೆ, phi of 2 ಬರಿಬಹುದು, phi of 2.5 ಬರಿಬಹುದು. Phi of a ಏನು, integral 0 to a fx dx, fx dx. This is what phi of a means. The integral, as you know, is area under the curve. This area under the curve, this part will be phi of 1, because this is x value, this a values will be here, and this is fx. Phi of 1 is area under from 0 to 1. Phi of 2 andre ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 to 2, this area. Okay. ಈಗ this ಈ ಏರಿಯಾ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಏರಿಯಾ ಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಗೆ, ಈ ಏರಿಯಾ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದು ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ this part we know that it is symmetric, total is 1. So ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೈನಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಟು 0. ಈ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಮೈನಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಇಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು 0 ವರೆಗೆ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್. ಸೊ 0.5, ಇಷ್ಟು 0.5. ನಮಗ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಶೇಡೆಡ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮೈನಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಇಂದ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 0, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 0.5. ಈ ಡಾಟೆಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ಶೇಡೆಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ 0.5 ಇಂದ ಈ ಡಾಟೆಡ್ ರೀಜನ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು. ಈ ಡಾಟೆಡ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಸ್ this side. If you -1 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ +1, ಇವೆರಡು ಸೇಮ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ this curve, standard normal curve is symmetric. ಇವೆರಡು, ಈ ಏರಿಯಾ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಈ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅಷ್ಟೇನು. This is phi 1. So 0.5 ಇಂದ ಈ phi 1 ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಶೇಡೆಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ this ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 0.5 minus phi of 1. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಇದು ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2. This is, if you want probability, this is probability z is ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, greater than 3, greater than 2. Z is greater than 2. ಹಿಂಗಿದ್ರೆ how do you find? Whole probability from 0 to infinity is 0.5. Probability from, we want 2 to infinity. So ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಈ ಡಾಟೆಡ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ನ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು. This is phi of 2. So 0.5 minus phi of 2 will give this shaded region. This is this is what probability that z is less than -1. This is probability z is less than -1 illegal, right? So area under the curve concept beku. So how to, first concept yen beku, from a normal, general normal, how to change to standard normal. Amele how to find if probability z is less than -1 andre heng kandidiyodu. If 5 value gottidre heng kandidiyodu ಅದನ್ನ. ಈ 5 values generally question paper ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಇಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಡೂ ಒನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. Read the problem. The marks of 100 students in an exam follow normal distribution with mean mu equal to 70 and standard deviation sigma equal to 5. How many students are expected to score part A less than 65, part B more than 75, between 65 and 75? Given phi 1 is 0.3413. This is the question. ಈಗ let us solve it. Part A ಏನು, how we have to find how many are going to get less than 65. So first we find probability that x is less than 65. The probability x is less than 65 is equal to, first step 1, convert to standard normal. So this, how to do it? ಎರಡು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದನು subtract mu. So x minus mu, 65 minus mu. Mu is 70. This problem only mean mu is given as 70. First step, subtract mu from both sides. Secondly, you have to divide both sides by standard deviation. So divide by 5, divide by 5. This x minus mu by sigma, this is your z. X variable hotogi, z variable barkologi. E kade 65 minus 70, that is minus 5 by 5, that is minus 1. So we have to find probability z is equal to, z is less than minus 1. So how to do that? Really see the graph. ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ graph. This is your 0. If this is 0, then we want, this is your plus 1, x is, z is plus 1, z is plus 2, z is plus 3. Illi z is minus 1, z is minus 2, minus 3 and so on. We want probability z is less than minus 1. So which area? This is minus 1, z is less than, this is minus 1. Probability z is less than minus 1 is this area, E area. So how to find this area? Minus infinity to 0, this part. This part is 0.5. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಡಾಟೆಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಡೋಣ. ಈ ಡಾಟೆಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇದು this dotted part and this dotted part. This part 0 to 1, this is phi of 1. 0 to minus 1 has the same area. So this area is same as phi of 1. So this shaded area is 0.5 minus phi of 1. Phi of 1 ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, given it is 0.3413. If you subtract it, this is the probability that x is less than 65. The marks a student will score less than 65, probability is 0.1587. So if there are 100 students, what is the chance that, what is the probability, how many students will score less than 65? You multiply this probability by 100. So that is approximately, multiply by 100, you get 15.87 students, which is approximately 16 students. So what have we found? In this examination, where mean score, average score is 70, we have found how many students will get less than 65. 65 ಗಿಂತನೂ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಬರೋ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 100ರಲ್ಲಿ 16 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ 65 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಗಿಂತ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೆ, ಸೊ 100 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 16 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ 65 ಗಿಂತ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 84 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ 65 ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. This is what it means. Next part, probability x is the number of students who score is correct. We want more than 55. Find the number of students. How many students are expected to score more than 65? So first we'll find the probability that any given student will score more than 75. Once we find that, we can estimate for 100 students, how many students will score more than 75. So first probability that a student, X, any given random student, scores more than 75. We want P, X is more than 75. So as usual, same trick. First step is, this is general normal distribution. You have to convert to standard normal variable. So what to do? Ered kadeyindanu minus from both sides, you minus mu, that is minus the mean. Then both sides you divide by standard deviation. Do that trick. So 75 minus 70 by 5, that is 5 by 5, 1 barutte. Illi x minus mean by standard deviation node, this is you have converted it to z, that is standard normal variate. So you want probability that the standard normal variate is more than 1. Probability z is more than 1. So ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ figure ಬರಿಬೇಕು. So if this is the graph nodi, this is 0, this is +1, +2, this is -1, -2 illirutte. So probability z, this is your z axis illi. Z is more than 1. 1 illidre, z is more than 1 andre idella, all this part, z here, z is more than 1. What's the probability? This area. Shaded portion igbeku. So heng ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದು? 0 to infinity, the probability is 0 to infinity is half of the total probability. This is very important concept. Total probability from minus infinity to plus infinity, total probability, total area under the curve is 1. This graph is symmetric about 0. Symmetric ಅಂದ್ರೆ mirror image. ಇಲ್ಲೇ mirror ಇರೋದು. So mirror ಇದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಅರ್ಧ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಅರ್ಧ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So area under this curve will be 0.5. Area under this curve, this half will be 0.5. So E half 0 to plus infinity 0.5 ಇದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಗೆ, ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಡಾಟೆಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೇಡ. ಸೊ ಡಾಟೆಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು. ಡಾಟೆಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ 0 to 1, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 5 of 1. ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 5 of 1 is 0.3413. ಸೊ 0.5 minus 0.3413, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you get this number. So happens it's same as part A. Numeric value is same as in part A. So out of this is the probability that a student will get more than 75 is 0.1587. That's the chance that a particular student will get more than 75. So if there are 100 students, then into 100 ಮಾಡೋದು. So that will be approximately 16 students will score more than 75. Okay, part C nu ide ee problem ge. Part C enu, how many students are expected to score between 65 and 75? 65-75 range alli ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. So let us find that between 65 and 75 we want X, probability that X is between 65 and 75. This is the probability we know. So there are two inequality signs here, but no problem. Procedure is the same. Yen ಮಾಡೋದು, from all three expressions you minus mu. So 65 minus mu is 70 in this, x minus 70, 25 minus. Divide all three portions by sigma, that is 5. So you got this this three expressions you got connected by two inequalities. Now 65 minus 70, that's minus 5 by 5 is minus 1. X minus 70 by 5, that will immediately become Z, standard normal variate. Illi 5 minus 75 minus 70, that is 5 by 5 is 1. So we want probability that Z is greater than minus 1 but less than 1. This range we want. So this is the graph here. If this is the Z, Z is between minus 1 and plus 1. So this Z, if Z is between minus 1 and plus 1, P of Z is this area. This area we have to find. Now 0 to 1, we know this area, that is phi 1, they have given it to us 0.3413. So minus 1 to 0 is mirror image of that. That is also area is 0.3413. So 2 into 0.3413, this is the value, say 0.6836. So this is the solution. So this is probability that, what is the probability that a student will get between 65 and 75? 0.68. High means more probability. 68.68 is closer to 1 than 0. So out of 100 students, how many will get between 65 and 75, and then multiply by 100. So if you multiply, approximately 68 students will get between 65 and 75 marks. Out of 100, approximately 68 students will get 65 to 75 marks. Now, if X, this is how to use normal tables. This is again some more practice. Those who have actually attended classes will find this. We have already done. For those who have not attended, here more. X is between 26 and 40. How do you find mean 30 and standard deviation 5? How will you find? X is between 26 and 40. Minus mu from all three sides. Divide by sigma all three sides. Because I will stop. You can pause and see this working out. So what will happen is, this will be reduced to 0.8 is Z is more than minus 0.8 but less than 2 in this range. So E tara irutte. Minus 0.8 illidre plus 2 illidre. E range E part beku andre 0 to 2 is 5.2. 0 to minus 0.8 we don't know, but it is same as 0 to plus 0.8 because of symmetric mirror image. So 0 to plus 0.8 is phi of 0.8. So phi of 0.8 plus phi of 2. Phi of 0.8 kottitare, phi of 2 kottitare. So you sum both these and get this answer. So this is how you do it. Now next, here you have probability. How will you find X is greater than 45? Heng madadu, same, minus the mu, divide by sigma. We just check this out. X minus mu by sigma. Z baryodu 45 minus 30, 15 by 3. So this Z is more than 3. So Z is more than 3 means this part. This is 5, 3. So 0 to infinity is half the area, 0.5. Minus 0 to 3 is phi of 3 is 0.4987. Minus ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ probability ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. With this extra practice, let us do another problem. Read this problem. If the lifetime of a bulb was distributed normally with an average life of 2000 hours. 2000 is the mu. Average is mu is 2000. And standard deviation 60. Sigma is 60. If a firm purchases 2,500 bulbs, find the number of bulbs that are likely to last for more than 2,100 hours. 2,100 hours ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರೋ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ 1,950 ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 1,900 and 2,100 ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So first step is identify mu and sigma. Mu is 2,000, sigma is 60. Probability that a bulb lasts more than 2,100 hours. So we want x should be, x is what? Random variable x is what in this? Number of hours that the bulb will last. Yes, 2 hours udiyutte bulb is the random variable x. It is distributed normally. Mean average number, mean number of hours it will work is 2,000 hours ಓಡುತ್ತಂತೆ bulb, and standard deviation is 60. Standard deviation is how ಏರುಪಾರು ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. It's ಅಂದಾಜ್. Let us not go into that now. We'll do only what is needed for exam. ಈಗ they want first part ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, what is the probability that the life of the bulb is more than 2,100 hours, or x is more than 2,100. So same trick is you have to convert it to standard normal. So subtract from both sides of the inequality, subtract the mean. So 2,000 has been subtracted from both sides. Divide both sides by standard deviation. So both sides have been divided by 60. So this one, 2,100 minus 2,100, 100 by 60 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಕಡೆ x minus mu by sigma, immediately you should write z. So this is probability that z is greater than 100 by 60 is 1.67. So z is greater than 1.67. So you'll notice ಈ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ this is 1.5, 1.67 ಇದ್ರೆ z is greater than 1.67 ಅಂದ್ರೆ this shaded region. We want this shaded region. So how do we do it? 0 to infinity, that is half the area. So it will be 0.5. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಈ dotted portion ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು. This dotted portion is pi of 1.67. Pi of 1.67 will be given to you 0.4525. Hangiddaga, this is your answer here. Okay, now suppose this pi value is not given, you can refer to normal tables. In a different video, I will tell how to just refer to normal tables, but most of the time ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ z will be more than 2,100 hours. Lifetime will be of the bulb is more than 2,100 is, this is the probability 0.0475. Now the firm bought lot of big truckload of bulbs. It bought 2,500 bulbs. So 2,500 bulbs ali ಎಷ್ಟು bulb 2,100 hours ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಓಡುತ್ತೆ. You multiply by number of bulbs. So this comes to approximately 119 bulbs. Anytime you can stop the video and see the calculation. So 2,500 so probability out of 2,500 bulbs, this many bulbs, 119 will last more than 2,100 hours. The next probability that the bulb lasts less than 1,950 hours. So probability x is what? Number of hours bulb lasts. So x is less than 1950. Same trick, both sides minus mu divided by sigma. So in barateli z, x minus mu by sigma is z. Z is less than, this will be 50 by 60 minus, so minus 56. So this is z is less than point minus 0.83 bracket ಇರಬೇಕು bracket. So 0.5 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ this is 0 minus 1. So minus 0.83 ಇಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. So z is less than minus 0.83 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ z ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ probability of this region is this much. So ಇದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿಯೋದು? Half the area 0 to minus infinity to 0, half the area that is 0.5. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಈ dotted portion ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು. This is 0 to minus 0.83. But we know from symmetry 0 to plus 0.83 ಅಷ್ಟೇ area ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 0 to plus 0.83 is pi of that, pi of 0.83. So that is will be given to you. That is given as 0.296867. So ಅದನ್ನ minus ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 0.2033. That is the probability that a bulb will finish before 1950 hours. So out of 2500 bulbs, how many bulbs will conk off, will spoil before 1950 hours are over? You multiply by 2500, is to go to 508.25. That's approximately 508 bulbs. Dog box 2500 bulbs ತರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 500 bulbs will stop working before 1950 hours. Third, part 3 is between x is between 1900 and 2100. The lifetime of the bulb is greater than 1900 hours but less than 2100. So you can apply the same trick, minus mu divided by sigma. You will get this. So z is between greater than minus 1.67, less than 1.67. So 1.67 is here, minus 1.67 plus 1.67, this whole area. So 0 to plus 1.67 is to 0 to minus 1.67. Ashte area ide because of symmetry. 0, so pi 1.67 ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿದ್ರೆ this is 0 to this is pi 1.67, but this is also same by symmetry. So 2 times pi of 1.67. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ here question ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ pi of 1.67. ಅದನ್ನ multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 0.905. So out of 2500 bulbs, how many last between 1900 to 2100? How many? You will multiply by number of bulbs. So we got 2263. So approximately 2263 bulbs, 2200 bulbs will last between 1900 and 2100 hours. Then problem same type. If you have got the hang of it, you please do this problem and then check the solution. Okay, what is the problem? The IQ of students in a certain college is assumed to be normally distributed with mean 100, average is 100, and variance is 25. Variance, you have to be careful. Variance andre sigma square anta. Sigma square. Variance is sigma square. So if 2 students are selected at random, find the probability that both of them have IQ between 102 and 110. Okay. So now we have to find x is between 102 and 110, given that mu is average is 100 and sigma square is 25. That means sigma is plus 5. So we do this. X minus every place, or there are 3 arms to this, 2 inequalities together 3. So less than, so you minus mu and divide by sigma, usual trick. So you get Z is between greater than 0.2, 2 by 5, but less than 5 by 10, 10 by 5. So this is Z is between zero point 0.4 and 0.2. So this is 0.4, this is and 2. So this shaded region we want. How to find it? 0 to 2 is 5 to 0 to 0.4 area will be 5 of 0.4. So E 0 to 2, this whole part in the now ಏನು ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 0 to 4 ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಶೇಡೆಡ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಡೂ ದಟ್ 5 of 2 minus 5 of 0.4. ಸೊ ಈ ಇವೆರಡು 5 ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ this is the probability that a candidate has IQ in this range. One candidate. Both are in this range means you multiply it and you will get both. First one is also and second one is also, you multiply it and you will get this. Now at least one of them is 1 minus none of them. That is, first one is not in that range, is 1 minus P1. Second one is not in that range, 1 minus P2. Both of them not. This is square of this. This is from little tough problem, but it is there in your model question paper. So this covered it. At most one. That means 1 minus both of them not there. 1 minus both of them. At most 1 means 0 or 1. So 1 minus both of them answer is this one. So this 0.1035. So 1 minus both of them is 1 minus 0.1035. So that will be approximately 0.89, whatever, like that. 0.89. So this is the normal, some problems of normal distribution. So okay, so we have covered the basics of normal distribution. Please refer to problems, worked out problems in KSC, DSC, etc. Please feel free to contact me if you have any more doubts left. Okay, we will stop this normal session now. We have so completed module 3. All the best. All the best.